This is a video response to Once Forgiven, Now Free. His topic, Atheism is unreasonable in 2 minutes. So I'm going to go through this really quick. The nice thing is, it's only 2 minutes and 14 seconds. It'll probably take me a total of 10 minutes for my rebuttal. Alright, be patient.
Hey YouTube, today I will give you proof, not evidence, but proof that atheism is unreasonable. Let's start off with a quote by C.S. Lewis. Reason might conceivably be found to depend on another reason, and so on. It would not matter how far this process was carried, provided you found reason coming from reason at each stage. It is only when you are asked to believe in reason coming from non-reason that you must cry halt. So let's say I ask an atheist why he believes that his family tree has monkeys in it. He gives me a reason. However, his reason is unreasonable. In that case, there is no reason to believe him. But let's say he does give a good reason. I then ask him the reason for his reason, and he crumbles and gives me an unreasonable answer. Once again, the atheist fails to give a logical reason for his belief, and no one should take him seriously. This is what C.S. Lewis is talking about when he says, reason might conceivably be found to depend on another reason, and so on. It would not matter how far this process was carried, provided you found reason coming from reason at each stage. So what is the ultimate foundation for atheistic reasoning? See, an atheist might be able to give you a reason for his reason for his reason, and on and on and on, but if you go all the way back, his reason is ultimately based on something unreasonable. At the foundation of atheistic knowledge lays random particles blindly following the laws of nature, deprived of any sort of reasoning whatsoever. What atheism needs as its foundation for all knowledge is an intelligent, reasonable mind, God. That is why atheistic epistemology completely fails. It is only when you are asked to believe in reason coming from non-reason that you must cry halt. So how will the atheists respond? They have been cornered. Any excuse or reason that they can come up with is ultimately unreasonable and therefore self-refuting. So much for atheists claiming to be the reasonable ones.
Okay, your last part of that, you said, how will the atheist respond? Truth is that he's cornered. Well, let's find out if your assertion is actually true. Now, in the beginning of this, you said that you were going to provide proof and not evidence, and then I would actually say that you have not been able to do either. Reason from reason at each stage. Well, how about instead of making assumptions, why don't we ask an atheist? And I'll play this off as if you actually asked me. Reason for reason. Again, at every stage. Why am I an atheist? Well, I'm glad you asked. I am an atheist because I've never seen or witnessed or experienced any kind of a proof of any gods. Okay? That goes back all the way. Nothing in that statement has been self-refuting. Never seen evidence for it, so don't believe in one. It's that simple. I don't need to go any further. You can ask, well, why haven't you seen evidence for it? Probably because it doesn't exist. Well, why would I feel that it probably doesn't exist? Well, let's see here. I would guess that maybe it doesn't exist because he's not real. There is no God. So you can't have evidence for something that doesn't exist. That would be why I don't believe. I mean, this just keeps kind of revolving on itself. Another part of the reason I wouldn't believe there's a God, because I do believe that he was invented by man. That we created him. And I'm not talking about that we got together and said, and poof, a God appeared. I'm talking about he was born from our imagination, just like every other fictional character that has ever existed in story. Okay? Saying how we blindly follow the laws of nature. Interesting thing is how when we blindly follow the laws of nature, what has come about from that? Oh, let's see here. Advances in medicine were brought about through blindly following the laws of nature. Bigger crops of food by blindly following the laws of nature. Predictions of weather by blindly following the laws of nature. The advancement of computer technology by blindly following the laws of nature. This list goes on and on and on and on. But here's something I would like to throw back at you. Let's go for that whole reason thing. Why do you believe in God? Your reason would be, well, what else would explain this? Well, what else would explain it? That would probably follow into something a little bit more naturalistic, wouldn't it? Let's follow what you're trying to do to us all the way to its conclusion with you. In the end, you'll find the answers are naturalistic ones. Are you willing to go that far? Somehow magic. Talk to y'all later. Thanks for keeping it interesting there. Once forgiven, now free. I did get to think a little bit with this one. Thanks for keeping it fun. Bye now.